What's up? Good afternoon. So this is probably going to be the first video, maybe not, I'm not sure, on my main channel. So let's go into what this video is about, because I made it twice and I didn't like it. Patriotic Constitutionalist made a video the other night. I will link it down for you guys in the description. He was talking about Jared from Guns and Gadgets, your Second Amendment news source, the best Second Amendment news source, only Second Amendment news source. And it was a picture in the community tab of him calling his representatives. It's your duty to call the representatives, to tell them what you think. Well, Patriotic Constitutionalist said something in that video that made me go look. He made me do this. He said that most of the comments was disagreeing with Jared. And I said, cool, let's go see that. Well, most of them was. Well, I would say 70% of the comments was to at least some effect of it's not going to do anything. It doesn't help, the government doesn't care. Which is true. Politicians today, and this is what some people couldn't get their head wrapped around. Politicians today don't care about you and me. They make millions of dollars under the table every day. Nancy Pelosi is a perfect example. Her net worth is approximately $100 million. Her husband just bought into, I believe, Microsoft. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken on that. For about a couple weeks ago. Well, a couple weeks later, the military state they was going to do a $22 billion defense contract with the company. I believe it was Microsoft. I might be wrong on that. Insider trading, right? Do you think anyone's going to investigate that? Anyone gives a fuck about that he's now worth millions or billions of dollars eventually? Does anyone care? No. You know why? Because they're the elite. And they get away with everything. And do you think they care about us? No. As long as we pay our taxes and follow their dictator rules, they don't care if we call. If you really call them, do you think you're going to talk to whoever you're talking to, the governor? You're a troll. You're a peasant. You're nothing to them. And I know people was calling me trolls the other night. Well, you're just a troll. You're trying to get views on your account. Honestly, until that person said that, I did not know what account I was on. I have 4 accounts on my phone, plus a few other accounts that I barely go on with no videos. Currently, if you're watching this at the time of me debating you, I was strucken down from YouTube for a week in YouTube jail because I made a felony from YouTube. You think Jared ever got a strike? Maybe one a long time ago, if that. He probably got a warning and then said, oh my god, it's going to mess with my money. The government doesn't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about, as long as you pay your business license, you pay your taxes, you pay your car payment, Zane, you be fine. Or, sorry. Not car taxes, car tags. Vehicle tax. My truck's paid off. Why should I pay anything to the government? It's paid. My stepdad bought this. What year was I? I was in 11th grade. I got this truck when I was officially in college. It's been mine ever since. Why should I have to pay the government? That's something me and my stepdad made a deal on. It's none of their business. None of anyone's business. But, of course, I'm a peasant. I'm just a little person that owns a small business that makes not much money a year. I'm a no one to them. And, again, you call them, ask him for permission. Ask him for permission. Can I keep my guns, please? If you're sitting calculating the math on, well, that 20 gauge back here, I want to keep it. How much money is it going to cost me to keep it? You're a part of the problem. And hiding your gun is a part of the problem too. If we had enough people, if one county did it, it would, I swear it would spark something. If there's this county, 35,000 people. If 10% of the population, and I use that number for a reason, because 10% of the population has already got the stab. If 10% of the population in this county stood up to just the county level and said, we're not doing anything that you guys tell us to do. We are 100% free. We're going to open carry when we feel like it. We're going to have a march, and you guys ain't going to do shit about it. If you do, we will protect ourselves. I guarantee another county would do it, another county would do it, and eventually we would have the whole state doing it. Then we would go to the Capitol and said, okay, you honor your oath or you fuck off. And probably YouTube considers that, well, you're being mean, Zane. Calling your governor about a 2A sanctuary a few years ago, I probably would have agreed with that. But you really think about it. Take the time and actually think about the 2A sanctuary. Why do we need that? Because the politicians are not following the Constitution. They are not upholding their oath. And we, the free people of the state, the free people of the county, the city, whatever sanctuary you want to get in, the militia is not doing anything to enforce the Constitution. That's our job. You know? Me and my brother had a conversation about this last night, about the police. Get rid of food stamps, get rid of the police. It might be bloody for the first 2 months, but I promise you after that, you would be free. Because you would have no gun control, no people telling you, well, you have to do this, you have to do that. You have a sheriff, and maybe at the very least, a couple investigators. But I'm just one sheriff. Johnny down the road beat up his wife. Well, you get the militia. You get 5-6 guys with guns. You go down there and arrest Johnny with the sheriff. As soon as Johnny's arrested, them guys go back to work. They go back home. They're not deputies anymore. The only reason why we have cops is because it protects the politicians. And the only reason why we have people, government officials, that are passing 2A sanctuaries is one reason. Because you guys are stupid. And I was in that a couple years ago, but I'm very glad that I'm only 23 and I see what's going on. And I'm trying to get people to see it too. And I don't think we can. I lose hope some days, and other days I gain hope, and it's like it's a 50-50. It's like I don't even know where the dark's gonna go today. Like, you know, just throw it and yes or no. And people get it, people don't. But again, if the politicians uphold their oath and followed the rules that we give them, you promise to follow this. Yep, they don't. You pass a 2A sanctuary, that's putting a Band-Aid on the problem. Our job is to go kick them out of office. But we can't, because that line's right there protecting them. And they're going to protect them because they're a paycheck. You see that lady that shot that guy, that grabbed the taser, or the gun instead of the taser? She's making $90,000 a year as a cop. I wish I made $90,000 a year. Maybe after I finish my master's degree and after the war I can do that, but I don't know. I'd rather live in a tent and be poor, but be free at the same time, than be rich and be a slave, or be rich and be a slave. Because it's basically a point system. How much money you got in your account? $10,000. No, 10,000 points. How much money you got in your account? A million points. It's a point system. It's a joke. And you guys don't. And my subs, they understand. I got a couple new subs, but most of you guys on the group chats and stuff that I'm in, yeah, you guys get it. We get it 100%. But the 2A sanctuary and calling your representatives, that is a Band-Aid on the problem. That's not going to fix. And the Band-Aid is not going to hold, because look at the ATF. He burned how many kids alive? He probably lit the fucking match. And no one, I mean, just people, well, we have to support the blue. We have to call our representatives. What the fuck is that? What has that done? We've been doing it for how long? When's the first time we've been doing that? Since, what, the 90s? Since then, before then, asking our politicians to uphold their oath and do the best they could do for the citizens? They don't give a fuck. You know why? Because there's money on the table for them, under the table for them. And if there's no money under the table, they just increase the taxes. Well, Zane, you pay 15% and you have to pay 90% next year. And people don't understand that. You increase taxes just for certain business, restaurants, for example. 10%, you would close most of them down forever. You know? Next year is a new year for me. Just gonna leave it as that because I'm gonna do some things different with my business. If we even get to that point of, before doomsday happens, but I'm not bending over anymore. I'm done with certain with most things. There's it's stupid. Like the laws are stupid. Like the two biggest pet peeves is this seatbelt law. That's stupid. That is a tax collection thing. If you don't want to wear a seatbelt, I'm gonna personally wear a seatbelt because I love my life. I don't want to fucking die. And there's so many stupid people driving on the goddamn road. Freedom Mink most of the video today, he was talking about that. People can't drive. People, they don't know what blinkers are. They don't know what a stop sign is. I mean, it's ridiculous. But the second law that I think is the most stupidest fucking law, and it's a federal law, is having a gun in a bank. The bank that I go to the most, I have a business account in. You think that I'm going to do something stupid in that bank? They have all my information. Like, seriously. But again, follow the rules. Oh, well, I'm not. There's a few times I respect it, but like, everyone knows me there. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? That's just retarded. What do you even think about doing that? I'm not throwing my life away for a couple grand. I mean, that's just... I'm not a law-abiding citizen. I'm a good person. It's a difference. Law-abiding citizens today, I said it in a comment the other day, is no more than a bootlicker. They bend over every fucking chance they get. And I think they like bending over. They like licking the boots. They like, kneeling down to the throne and calling their representatives again. I voted for you. Can you please? No. I'm not. And then Republican, Democrat. It's two different things. No, it's not. Explain this. If it's different, why did Trump power the ATF more than the ATF ever had power before? Marco Rubio, why is he trying to pass gun control? Dan Crenshaw, why is he trying to pass gun control? Lindsey Graham was at one point. Now he's backed off a little bit. But why was he doing it? I mean, and it's probably more. That's what on my mind. All the Democrats want gun control. We know that. And most of the fucking left or the right. Oh, that's not gun control. That guy with the felony, he shouldn't have it. He shouldn't have a gun. Why not? He has the right to bear arms. He has the right to protect his family. He has the right to protect against any kind of enforcement. Telling him what to do. I sent some stuff in the group chat. I'm gonna, if I can remember, screenshot it in the end of this. But I seen a Gadsden flag, "Don't tread on me" flag with the blue line on it. Seen it on Instagram. I don't know. I have to screenshot that because I don't know that guy. I don't know. He's a YouTuber. I don't know what the fuck that meant. So I'm gonna screenshot it for you guys so you can look at it and you guys can tell me what it meant. The first one. Remind myself. First one. But yeah. If I seen that in person, I hope my brother or someone's with me to turn me the other way to tell me to go home. At the very least, I would be screaming and cussing and videotaping. People don't get it. You can't force them, I guess. You guys have a great day. I will see you guys later. Got some videos I'm gonna repost. I got a video on Instagram that I want to repost. As soon as I get this shit straightened out with YouTube. At least the appeal process. If it's not, it's going to be on the backup, Nelson's Brigade. I'll put it on there first. I don't care. I think it's a 10-minute video. It's a good one, though. It's a very good one. Very good one. Makes you think. I showed my mother, actually, and she's not political at all. I showed her, and, she's like, that's probably true. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's cool. I don't know if they take it down, because it was from, that bad website, Infowars. I don't know. I might can edit it a little bit on the end where it won't say that in the end, but see what happens. You guys have a great, awesome day. I will see you guys later.